Welcome back, guys, to another stream. This is Mike, your host, aka Decimal Punt, and tonight we are continuing with our Unreal 5.2.1 group project. This is a Space Invader style game. It's another project I've got at university, and oh, sorry, just taking something off my arm. Yeah, this is another another game I'm making. Done quite a lot of work on it, and today, about 2 hours ago, I think, about 2 hours ago, I did about a 4-hour stream. I finished off the music settings. I've got music and SFX in the game now, in use, and I've done this terrain, like just for the just a little bit of scenic bits and bobs below the main gameplay, and yeah, it's pretty awesome now. So I'll give you a quick recap, or just show you what's been done so far, and then we're gonna jump in. I want to add a visual effects trail to the magic projectile, and I need to program 2 power-ups. No idea how long the power-up's going to take. I wouldn't think they'd take me longer than 2 hours. I've got 2 to do. So let's show you where the game's at from the moment. So when you start off the game, you get a nice little cutscene of music playing. So we've got some art stills, all hand drawn. And then you go into the main menu. On here, this will be showing the controls. This is placeholder imagery at the moment. And I've got this set up. So, as you can see, this adjusts the music and volumes. You can save it, it saves it to file, it remembers user settings, and this is the environment. And that's where we're at the moment. So what I need to do today, or this evening's mission, I want to add a trailing effect to the projectile. Oh, what I can quickly do actually, our amazing artist has done the player model for our enemy, so I can actually swap that out. So I can just drop that on there. Holy shit, that's huge. Holy shit, that's huge. That's enormous. Enormous. Oh, that actually fits perfectly. Let's go 0.6. 0.55. That is pretty much dead center. Let me put that collision on there. Get rid of the sphere. Let's go for hold on. Let me just take the sphere off for the moment. Needs to be maybe 2.45. Move it across 5 on there. 4, 3, 2. 2.5. Perfect. Just checking the sphere is right. I'm not going to have the tendrils get hit. Let's see that in action. Oh, bro! Okay, so the tendrils look like jellyfish. Oh no, they look like jellyfish because you can't see the face. Hey, Si. They look like jellyfish. Oh no. It's because you can't see the enemy. Oh no. That's not a problem. I mean, you can kind of see the eyes. Just about, like, you can see the black tip. The problem is the tendrils. The tendrils are so long. But that's not bad. It's better than just having the spheres. How you doing, Si? Welcome to the stream, dude. Right, so I wanted to add on a trail effect to the player projectile. So, oh, why did I just go into the model? Sorry, I need to go into the blueprint. There we go. Okay, so if I go into the viewport, I need to add a Niagara effect. It's the Niagara system. Can we add it in here? There we go. I'll call it I'll just call it Niagara. Right. Let's go for I've only briefly used this in my other project. Oh, okay. Directional burst. Okay. Directional burst. That's a template. I'll tell you what, if I get rid of that component, I'm thinking what I should be able to do is create the particle effect in... Oh, okay, sorry, no problem, dude. I think what I should be able to do is create the effect and then drag it into the project. So if I do a new folder and call it VFX and call... where's Niagara FX? Niagara emitter. New emitter, next. Okay. Oh! Oh, here we go. Oh. Um. A simple sprite burst with no velocity or ready for customization. Alright, let's go for simple sprite burst. And we'll call this NE for Niagara emitter. Projectile trail. Okay, let's put that over there. Oh my god. I have not really used this. Particle spawn. What have we got over here? Particle spawn. Oh, what does ribbon do? Oh my god, there are so many settings in here. But if we do 5 on the spawn count. Direct lifetime. Let's go for a blue. Emitter spawn. Oh my god, there is so much in here, guys. Oh my god. Where does that go? Hold on, what have I called? Right, NE for Niagara emitter. Okay, I think I need to know. I need to make a Niagara emitter and then have a Niagara system. So, in the particle spawn, I think 2 is a good. I think 2 is a good number. Self. God, there's a lot of things on here, guys. Random uniform. Oh, so that should mean there'll be random size, right? Minimum, maximum. So if I did 1 and okay. Can we choose what shape it is? Ooh. I like the cone, the cube. Face camera. Pixel coverage. Okay. Right. I'm happy with that little square. Okay, well let's go for that. We've got our emitter there, so now if I just copy that and then oh dude, directional burst. Right, so then we're gonna call this Niagara system. Right, so Projectile. That's the one I... Spawn count. Oh wow. We don't need that many. I think 15 will be enough. Okay, we don't need that to be that long. What does that say? Spawn probability. Random. Color. Oh, dude, look at that color. Nice. Position. Mass mode. I don't think we want any mass, do we? Is that going to do, like, gravity? Velocity. Cone axis, cone angle. Gravity force. There we go. 0. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure if you can see that, guys, but... Can you see that? It's a little bit hard to... Let me see if I can... How can I... There we go. I don't want to see that bloody... How do I turn off... I don't want to see that room because you can't really... You can't really make out the... Oh... I can't remember where the option is for it, where you can... You can just see it without that room. You can see the particles shooting off there, guys, on the top left box. So where I was... Velocity, speed. Oh, dude, that looks so cool. What does drag do? I guess, can I... Oh my god. Oh my god, let's just see how that looks. Dude, that's so cool. You can see. Okay, we need that to be constant then. We need the emitters. Oh my god, dude, that was... We're getting there. We want it to be... almost like spraying. You know? What did I do for this one? Right, let's go back to this. We want the burst. Where was it? I think it was loop duration. If I do 0. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Oh, yes. Here, that's more like it. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, it's like a rocket. Dude. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Let's see it in action. Holy shit, dude. Oh, man. That is cool. Oh, shit. That's awesome. Okay, my player character's almost getting set on fire there, guys. Oh, that is cool. That is so cool. Dude, it's awesome. Right, so what we can do, we can fine tune that then. So if I go to the directional burst, we know that the loop duration is how often it sprays. If I set that to 2, it just spurts it out every 2 seconds. So if I try 0.2, you see that? And then if I go on here, because that was a bit mental with it shooting how much it was. So if I see how that looks, guys. No, that's rubbish. Okay. Let's put it back to, let's try 0.1. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want... That feels a bit better, like it's not over the top. When it was on 0, it was just a bit mad. Whereas that's... It actually has a bit of a like pulse. It feels like the projectile trail's giving it a bit of... I like that. I actually really like that. I don't think it needs like... Let's just shoot one off the side. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try 0.15. No, sorry, 0.05. There we go. That's good. That's good, isn't it, guys? You know what we could do? We could add a small rotation, maybe to the eyeballs. Not sure. So at the moment, the projectile has a spin. I just don't know if it might be a bit much if the eyeballs are all rotating, because we don't have any animations on them. But I'm happy with that projectile. Like, the trail, that is. I think that's cool. Okay, right. I'm going to leave that for the time being. I think that's really, really cool. Just gives it a bit of life, you know? Right, so add Niagara effects to player projectile, done. Right, next up, I just want to quickly add something, guys, to the user interface menus. It's just a little quick something. I have a sound effect that I made for the menu buttons, which is here. You hear that? So it's just like a little feedback for the player when they're clicking through the menus. They know that it's feedback for the user, basically. So I'm just going to quickly add that in. So if I go to my UI menus, if we do the pause menu, don't know why that went on the other monitor. Right, and then basically at the very beginning of these bits of code, we're going to add a spawn sound 2D. So let's do one here. And this is going to be click. SFX button click. That was the one I just had, wasn't it? Yeah. If we just click that, so yep. Now because you quit the game, like if I show you, you're probably not going to hear it because closing the game will close the game. Yeah, you can't even hear it when you because you're quitting the game. You won't hear that. It makes no sense to have it there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just move that over there, and we'll plug that back in over here. Okay, but what we can do for the main menu, we can, if we just move. Why is that not all straight? There we go. Right, so if we click main menu, it should play that sound. Let's just test that. You can't even hear it. I think that's because oh, here we go. That's what we want. Oh. Persist across level transition. Hold on, let me just move this out of the way. Maybe that's why. Let me try that. So if before I even click that, listen. Right, we press P. Nothing. You hear that? So if I click that, hopefully that will work. Let's try it. It's not really... Return value. Let's see. Hold on. Let's just... No. Oh, sorry. It's because I was clicking them. I put it on the main menu one. I do apologise. Right, let's click that. Persist across level transition. That should work now. So we should hear that when we click the main menu. Right, listen carefully. There we go. Yes. Listen. That worked. Okay. Alright, so it does happen there. There's no point in adding that noise to the quick game because that's not gonna... You're closing the game, you're not gonna hear that. The game will be closing, so it's... Yeah. Right, so when they click resume, we'll do that there. So if I just drag that over there, that was persist across level transition. So if I just copy these, move it across there, we're just making room for this node, or function, sorry. We'll leave persist across transition on, see if we can hear it. It works. It works. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's the pause menu done. I'm just going to copy that. And we're going to open up narrative needs one. Because we click the button on there, so play animation, yeah. Right, so oh my god. Right, let me just, where am I going to plug this one in? Let's just see if we can shift that over there. Oh, there's just enough room for you to slot in there. Look at that. Okay. If I select that, unselect that, I should be able to shift that. There we go. Seal that. Okay, right, let's test the narrative. Oh, sorry. I need to load the narrative map. Okay, that's the beep and the button click for the narrative and the pause menu. So now I need to do the the main menu. So if I go back to my UI menu, main menu, can I paste that in there? Yes, I can. Excellent. Okay. Right, so this whole section here, why have I left that so big? There we go. Nothing needs to go in the blue one because that's not to do with button clicks. New game. We can add a button click in there. Sorry, yeah, the noise for it, sorry. So I'm going to shift that along. We're going to slot that in there, plug that in there, plug that in there. Bob's your uncle. Okay, that's one for that. Oh my god. Oh my god, as you can see there's quite a few boxes here, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to shift these along because we need to make room for the function to go in there, guys. So I'm going to deselect that one, shift that across, and then there we go. Plug that in there, plug that in there. Right, sound for that bit. We can shrink that back down. And then we can move this along there. Move those along a bit more. Make room, make room. And go on here. Move that back a bit. And close the gap. Okay, so that's that button click, that button click. We got another one up here. Oh my god. Okay, right. Let's stretch that out. That should be enough. And then plonk that at the start there. In. And then shift it back to about there. Close the gap. And then we'll make that bigger. Select those. That's actually about right. It's perfect. Lovely. Okay, so we've got sound effect there and there, there, that's all done. Right, so now, oh my god, we need to have it in these ones. I'm not going to put it on the sliders because the sliders have their own sound. That's just going to mess things up. But for these ones, we should add it here. Just double check. On the quit one, I'm pretty sure I did, but on the quit one, I didn't put a sound no because we're quitting the game. So there's no point in putting one on the quit section. So we've done those, Sworn Sound 2D. Yeah, okay. So let's move that along. Right. Where is this gonna fit, dude? Sound effect is there. Sound effect, sound effect. And then I do this one, so just expand that. And then we will get these, deselect that and that, and move these across. That should be enough. Spawn sound. Same again, just here. And then get those. Do that, and then there we go. Close the gap a little bit. Perfect. Spawn sound. Lovely, that's done. What's this one? On the value, right, slider, nope. The apply button, we're going to have one on the apply though. And then we will get that code and shift that back to there. Seal the gap, job done. Alright, so now moment of truth, guys. Let's start from the narrative. We're going to be we're going to be coding the power-ups momentarily, guys. Perfect. Dude, it's so cool, that projectile trail. I might just change the lifetime on that because I feel the trail stays too long. So let me just lifetime, I think, is what we want. Let's go for 1. See how 1 looks. Does it say on here? Is there a kill thing on here? Ah, the life is there. Right, so if we say, I thought that was the size I was playing with. Let's go point, I don't know, 3 and 1. We'll see how that looks. That's much better. That's much better. I just felt the trail. I might just adjust the angle. Oh, take care, Si. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Get some rest, bro. Sleep well, my friend, and speak soon. Okay, I'm going to... There is a cone angle on here that will affect the dispersal. Here we go, cone axis. Inner angle. Inner cone angle. God, there are so many settings on here, guys. I guess let's just copy these values. So what have we got? It's on the cone. So if I just copy that value and that one, cone angle. Let's see how I don't know 80 looks. Oh, there we go. Yeah, did you see that? It's made it go really out sideways there. If I did 150, yeah, you can see. If I do 225, okay. So what's 90 look like? And then the inner cone angle. If I do 90 on that one. Okay, so you want to do like a 45 degree. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks so cool. That looks so cool, dude. Dude, that is... I'm happy with that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yes, I want to apply the changes to that. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Right, so that is the emitter done. I'm happy with that. I've added sound effects to all the buttons on the UI. Fence material... Oh, I'm not going to do that. I've just got a little Excel up with some jobs to do, guys. Right. Now, this is going to be the challenge. Essentially, I need to program a bomb power-up. So, pardon me. Program bomb power-up and a multi-shot power-up. Ooh. Right. Program a bomb and a multi-shot power-up. Okay, so what we need to do... So I need to do a power-up, that's a bomb drop from the enemies. And then when the player uses it, he throws it towards the enemy. And then if it contacts something, we need to kill things within a certain radius. Now, this is going to be interesting. I could make use of the particle system. It would make sense to. And then it's kind of like we need to decide how many it's going to kill. I think a 3x3 grid is fair and reasonable. Given that when a bomb goes off, it should be in like a circular radius, like not in a cone or any weird shape. So I'm imagining a few things here. Oh my god. Right, okay. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go, first off, we're going to go into our blueprints. And we're going to do a new blueprint. It's going to be an actor. And we're going to call this BP underscore power up. So PU for power up. Bomb. Okay. So, oh my god. Okay, there's actually two things that's going to happen here. We actually need to have two versions of this. One for the pickup itself, and then one for actually using it, because the power up is, I was going to enclose in a translucent sphere, so it's kind of like a bubble, like the power up is in a bubble. You get the bubble and then you get the power up, and then when the player uses the bomb, then it will actually throw it without the bubble. So that's the idea behind that. So I need to think of the naming convention here. BP for blueprint. PU bomb. And then I guess I could call it I for bomb. So then it'd be I bomb. So BP underscore I for item. And then underscore bomb. I think that's a good way to differentiate between the two. So if we go into the blueprint. Why does it keep going on the other window? Okay, so I'm going to go into the assets, and the pickup is here, the bomb. Put that in there. Holy shit! How big did he make that? Oh my god, how big is that? Bro. That is enormous. Fuck, Jesus! That's almost as big as the gate. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. Okay, alright. Not a problem. That's funny. Right, so now what we want to do is we want to add a sphere. Now, I'm pretty sure there is render opacity on here. I'm sure it is an option. I'm sure it was an option. Rendering, there we go. Oh, have I got my translucent? Yeah, I've got my vial body. I could use that one. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's add a sphere. Oh, sorry, my sensor's ready. Oh, sugars are a bit high. Pain in the arse, diabetes. Living with it 6 or 7 years now, I've lost count. Every day is a survival day, guys. Depressing. Let's pump some units. Okay. Right, so I'm going to add a sphere. And the sphere, we need to make that so it kind of almost encapsulates the thingy-majiggy. There we go. 4, so that's... It's actually sticking outside the bubble, it's so bloody big. Oh my god! Dude. He's made that model so big. If we just put that in the game, let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? That looks good. A little bubble. Nice and simple. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Let's get rid of that. That will do for the time being, and it can always be improved and changed. Okay, so that's the blueprint for the pickup. So now what we need to do, guys, we need to go onto our player blueprint, okay? And what we're going to do is... What's this? Scene camera. Scene camera. I'm not going to touch that. Actually, you know what? I can always delete it. And then see... Did that actually do anything? No, that didn't. And we've still got the main camera, and that is... Yeah, okay, right. That was fine to remove that scene camera. Okay, so I'm going to add a variable. Now, this is going to be a... Oh. Right, we're going to add a boolean, and this is going to be... I'm going to call it I for item. Hold on. What's the best way to do this? Right, so we're going to say if player collides with oh, sorry, I'm tired. Right, if player collides with the bomb pickup, we will enable that as true. And then we can have a hotkey assigned to the power up and say if player if the player's I bomb is true, then create instance of the I-bomb, and then make it move towards the enemies, and then turn the boolean off. So yeah, I think that's the way to do it. So let's call it I_bomb, and we're going to compile, save, and then we're going to, yeah, by default it's off. So one thing we need to do to here, guys, is we're going to add a collision sphere. Now, if I get that sphere, and if I make the scale 4, what's the location of that one? If I just copy the location of that one and paste that there. Okay, that needs to be bigger. Let's go for 5. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 6.5, 6.4, 3. There we go, that's good, 6.3. Perfect. Okay, we have the collision sphere. Now what we want to do, overlap. Yep, so overlap, it's all set to overlap. Okay. Right, so that is the bomb pickup. So now what we want to do is we want to add an event in here. Why have I set that to green? I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that to blue for magic. Right. So we're going to say if player collides with that, destroy that. So okay, right. So you want to have an overlap event. So on overlap, on actor begin overlap, BP pickup bomb, yeah. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually, hold on. I'm going to have this as a sequence because there's going to be multiple overlaps with the different pickups. So we're going to plug that into the first sequence and the object goes onto there. Okay, so the other actor plugs into the BP for the bomb, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to say if we overlap with the bomb, we're going to set the I-bomb to true. And then we're going to destroy actor. Okay. Oh. And then if we just do a print string, and if we just put that in there, compile, save. And if I just whack, just for testing, if I put that just there, we should get a message. True, there we go. That was enormous. Oh my god, we can shrink the scale of that down, that's not a problem, but Jesus Christ. Right. So that works. Right, so when the player collides with the pickup, we set the I-bomb item, so item bomb, to positive, which means we're enabling it, and then we need to have an action for the player creating an instance of the bomb that then will move towards, it will spawn similar to how the projectile spawned. So let's get that done. I'm just going to check on the enemy blueprint quickly. Okay. Okay, so we have that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this blueprint, and I'm going to name this as BP I bomb. Because this one is going to be without the sphere. So we get rid of the sphere. Oops, I didn't mean to do that one. Sorry, that one. I'm actually going to make the collision box on the bomb. So when I scale the bomb, the collision sphere scales with it. I might actually do the same for these as well, because essentially if the bomb item's too big, we can just scale it down. And because everything's, well, the spheres are a parent, sorry, the model of the bomb's the parent, so the spheres are children, which means when we adjust the scale of the bomb, the children will scale with it. So it's the same for here. I know that's way too big as it is. I don't know why that was made so big, to be honest. So what I need to do now that we have this is check the collisions. Collision preset. Right, so for this, yes, the collisions are on. Okay, so we have the player character. Right, so spawn projectile. Okay, so spawn capsule component, get the location. Okay, Spawn actor projectile. Spawn actor projectile. Have I got a noise? I think I've... Oops. Have I got a noise sound effect for item using an item? I think I do. Okay. Right, so spawn actor projectile. Okay, so what I need to do, if I go onto the projectile, which is here, we have projectile movement. Okay, so this is what basically moves. This is what propels anything that's created. So we'll actually copy both of these because it'll be cool to have the bomb rotating when it's thrown. So we'll copy both of those. So the bomb pickup is going to just go towards the player. Now, I'm not going to... One of our other programmers is meant to be coding it so that when an enemy dies, there is a chance for them to drop an item, and then when that happens, the item will then go towards the top of the screen, and the player's job's to catch it. If they don't, it gets destroyed, kind of thing. So I'm not going to worry about that side of it because I've made the blueprint for that. So we need to do this bit, which is to do the item itself. So BPI. Right, so in the player top down here, sorry, I'm just making sure. Right, so if the player collides, oh there it is, sorry, code's all over the place. Right, if the player collides with the pickup bomb, we destroy the bomb and we set the I-bomb active. So in here, we basically want to copy those two and put this on the bomb. Like that. Now the rotating movement is going to make that do some interesting things. I can adjust that rotation rate, play around with that. And the movement speed's going to be the exact same as the projectile because I just programmed that. Well, it was from a while back. So we've copied that from the projectile. So if I now copy I think I'm gonna have what is the button? Spaces shoot, isn't it? Right, if I have left shift, as the power up, so we're gonna do left shift, keyboard event left shift pressed, and this, I think, was our control for using a power-up. So what we're going to do here, we're going to have oh my god, how is this going to work? Because there's going to be 9 power-ups. Oh my god. I guess if we just have it as a sequence. And then a branch. To say, get I-bomb. Yeah, so what we're doing there is we're saying, if the left shift is pressed, has he got the I-bomb? If he has, then we're going to spawn. So I'm going to copy that, because that's the code for the projectile. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to plug that in there, and I'm going to do the I bomb there, and then we're going to spawn the using power up effect in there. Okay, so can I hide? I can't even minimize that, dude. Okay, so after the player, so if the player presses the button for the power up, we're going to have sequences. There's going to be about 9 things in a sequence, and it's going to be checking if they've collected a power up, and if there's any power up that's been collected, it will basically trigger the following code for that particular item. And then at the end of it, it's important, it's vital actually, that we change it to off, so it's like a single use. Okay, so we're going to set it off as the final step there. Okay, now this should work with no faults whatsoever. So I'm gonna have to make some room, because we're gonna have a lot of we're gonna have a lot of different code in this section for all of the power-ups. Okay, so I'm going to compile, save, and I'm just going to test this. It should work. Oh, dude. that was so big. That scale needs to come down. Oh my god. That was way too big, dude. Right, so the rotation, that was the wrong rotation. So I'm going to do 0 on that. And I'm going to do 180 on that. It looks so funny. Let's add 90 on there. Okay, I definitely don't think that one should be allowed to move. Rotate in local space. Let's do 360 and see what 360 does. Okay, that made it go a little bit strange. Let's do 180. I've got a feeling pivot translation. Let's set that to 180. Whoa! Why? What? The way it's moving, it looks like its hand is being held. That's so strange. Oh my god, dude. Problem is, if the pivot isn't central, it's on the Z. Let's add to the Z and say 500. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. That looked good. I like that. That looked good. I feel that moved, I don't know, a little bit fast. I'm going to set that to 500. So cool, dude. Oh, I love it. I love seeing things come to life. It's such an amazing feeling. That's a good speed. I feel that's a good speed. Too fast is just... There's two things about it being too fast. It's almost a little bit too fast, you know. But you can actually appreciate the model. You have enough time to take it in. I feel that's a nice reasonable space. Speed, sorry. Like velocity. Okay. Right. So now what we need to do... Oh, this is going to be the tricky one, isn't it? Right, how the hell am I going to do this? Right, we're going to call this... Oh my god. We're going to call this contact collision. Collision contact. Right. So this is the first contact. This is kind of like the detonation point. So then we need... It's almost like we need another collider. Like we need to enable... If there's an option to enable... I think it is visible. I think so. Um, uh, I'm pretty sure that if I did the visible, so if I changed the visible boolean, then it would kind of like enable or disable it. So what we're going to do, we're going to test this, okay? I'm going to add I think a box collision might be the best for this, maybe. Box collision. And I'm going to put that to there. Right, and now the box collision, we're going to make the scale of that. No. If we just do like, I don't know, 25. That's maybe a bit too big. Let's try 20. And then if we turn it off and do 5. There we go. So basically, what we will do is we will call this collision explosion. Okay. Now, the plan is, how I'm planning on doing this is essentially this collision is going to start off invisible. Okay? Right? And then when... Oh, let's just check the collision on it. Yeah. Right, so we're setting this... This collision is kind of like the initial... Think of it as the primer. When that collision hits an enemy, boom, we destroy it. Right, I'm going to make a note. So, when... I'm going to call it CC for collision contact hits enemy. Destroy component. And then... what was it? The visibility, wasn't it? And then get CE for collision explosion, turn visible, and then we want to say set a collision. Oh my god. Okay, and then under BP enemy, if collision with CE, destroy actor. So if any actor touches that square collision box, they die. So when the collision contact hits an enemy, we destroy that component. So we get rid of that collider, then we turn on the collision explosion, And then if an enemy touches that, and then we also, in the same instance, then destroy. Okay. I think that's the best way to do it. So, just to double check, guys. I think that's a good radius. If it's too big, like, I can always change the scale of it. It's not a problem. Okay. This is exciting. Right, so let's just get rid of that. So the bomb pickup. Okay. Okay. So we spawn the bomb. Right, so we need to say overlap. Right, so we're gonna get BP enemy eyeball. So when this overlaps with the eyeball, we're going to get that, destroy component. So we're going to say when the eye, when the bomb collides with an eye, we destroy the collision contact component, and then we get collision explosion visible, get visible, no, set active. I don't remember there being an option for active on there. No, there's not. We'll just go for the set visibility. We turn that on. And then right. When this overlaps with that, we destroy the collision contact. We turn the collision explosion on. And then destroy actor self. Should be that simple. So when CC hits enemy, destroy component. Then get CE. Right, so where did I set the score? Was it in the projectile? Where's the bit adding to the score, dude? Not in the controller. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. It needs to be a component overlap. I'll tell you what, let's just see if that works as it is at the moment. Oh. I think that's destroying because why did that just disappear, bro? I want to ignore the player. I think that's why it destroyed itself. Or maybe it was this. If I turn that off, let's see if that makes a difference. I think it will. Hey, dude. No, it doesn't. Damn it. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I recognise your name. Pretty sure you've tuned in before. I remember the name. It's a very memorable name. How are you doing? I think it's a little bit off. But yeah, essentially, yes, it is. Yes. What I'm trying to do at the moment is code the bomb. So this is a power up that I'm trying to do, and yeah, I'm just trying to code this at the moment. So so it works. Well, the problem is, if I show you the viewport, this is the collision sphere. Sorry, this one is the explode. This is meant to be the explosion radius, right? And this little singular collision is meant to be for when it hits the enemies. What I need to do, I think it's a problem. I think it's the hidden in game. I'm pretty sure it is that. Let me. Yeah, that's the yeah. I thought it might be that. I need to do component. Problem is, there's not really an event for it, is there? Like, you have the actor overlap. Oh! That was hidden up the top there. You bastard! Oh, you cheeky bastard! What a... That's terrible. Ah. Okay, right. Collision. Let's do collision contact. Add event. Dude, I've never done this before. I've never added events by right clicking and right, on component begin overlap. Right. So what I can do then, right, let's try and get this to work. Right, bear with me 1 second. So right, if I unplug that and move that down here. I've got a quick question for you. Basically, I wanted to... Essentially, I have 2 collisions. The collision explosion is essentially meant to be the explosion radius. So anything that is in that box when the bomb dies, it kills the enemies. But the collision contact, this is the primary collision. So when this one hits an enemy, boom, that component is destroyed, and then the other one is enabled, which triggers the explosion, right? To stop the big radius affecting the game, if I just did the visibility, if I turn the visibility off, is that basically turning the component inactive? Alright, okay, so hidden in game, would that be the active? So if I chose hidden in game, because there isn't any other option that I could see. Oh, okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's just turn that off there. I'll just set it as, hold on. There we go. Collision explosion set active. Boom. Okay. Right. Let me work my magic. It's magic time. Right. So we're saying right, when the collision contact hits the eyeball, we destroy the collision contact, and then if I set active, yes, it does. Well, this is only happening. It's only happening when the object's used once. It's a power-up item. It's only getting used once and then it's gone. So the player spawns it. It goes. Game over. Well, not game over. Well, kills the bad guys. So if I get rid of that, then let's see if that does what we need it to do, guys. Hey! Okay. Alright, now is the fun bit. Right. Actor begin overlap. So what we need to do here is we don't want to get the actor overlap because it's the component. So we're going to get component overlap, and we're going to say cast to iBomb, and then we're going to get collision object type collision explosion. It's kind of like that needs to go onto that. On component begin overlap. What's the better way, dude? Hmm. Oh, okay, so you mean within here? Uh, well, uh, um, the only thing is I've got the score being handled up the top here. I always tend to have the score being handled within the blueprints for the enemies. Okay. So in the eyeball, custom event. Okay. Okay, custom event. After the cast eyeball, you can call it event. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be on this bit. It's going to be from the collision explosion. So, let me just... This is the one that is going to have... bear with me. This is the radius. Okay, right, bear with me. And the other thing is, there's going to be other enemies added to the game. I think we've got a eyeball, bat, gargoyle, and a book. So that's 4. Right, so other actor. On component begin overlap. Well, it'd just be destroy actor. That's it. I don't really need that custom event because, well, that will do the job. That will kill the actor that overlaps with the collision. Let's see if it works. So the radius on that is quite big. So let's test it. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Whoa! No! Did you see what it did? Oh, did you see what it did, dude? It cleared the whole map of enemies. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I forgot to add in the destroy the bomb. Oh my god. You numpty. Oh my god. Hold on a minute. Set active. I destroyed the component. Hold on a minute. No, hold on a minute. This is wrong. Hold on. Right, think, Mike, think. When the eyeball... Hold on a minute. Let me just look at this. Oh, I haven't turned it off. What a pillock. By start, I hadn't... No, it wasn't even the rendering. That should have been inactive at start. On begin play, set the target. Oh, it's not even been created yet. On construct. I think we need an on construct. No. Are you sure? Because I have used that function before in other games I've made, and it has worked for what I needed it to work. Well, needed it to do. When the collision contact destroy component. Hold on a second. How certain are you? Because I have used this before. I know I've used the set active for a lot of things and it has worked. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm I'm confident I've already done this in other games I've made. Just give me a second to think. It's like on creation, on event, the iBomb's created, because at the moment begin play. I mean, begin play. Event when play begins for this actor. Oh, okay, yeah, I think that is right. Right. So when that is in play, that is not active. When the collision contact collides with that, we destroy that sphere and enable the radius. But the problem is the collision explosion just kills everything, so it can't actually proc. So what's your suggestion? Okay, what's your suggestion to enable this? Because that's essentially what I need to do. I need the bomb, I need this collision to hit an enemy, and then when it's done that, we then turn this one on. That's what I need to happen. What's your suggestion to handling that? Because I can't really see any options on here. You were saying about collision, turning on collisions. Let's do. Can we like enable or disable collisions? Oh. There we go. This one. This one. Let's give it a go, bro. Right. Set no collision. So when that's in play, there's no collision. And then copy this bad boy. And then query only. Moment of truth. Who wants to be a millionaire? Right. Let me think for a sec. No collision by start. We destroy that when it contacts. And then we enable that. Okay, let's just see if it works. This is the whole fun of game dev. Trial and error. It worked! It worked. It worked, dude. It did. Watch. Watch. Proof's in the pudding, baby. Proof's in the pudding. Watch. Let's make a gap in the middle. Watch, watch, watch. Ready? Jesus Christ! That took out loads. Oh, bro, that was awesome. Dude, it works. It worked. That's fantastic. Give ourselves a pat, dude, because you said about this piece of you said about the collision enable, doing it that method. and then I put it in action, and we took out a megaton. Now, I know what I can do now, because this is a balancing thing. I knew that would be a bit too large. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shrink that to 15 by 15, because that was just OP. That's like Mega Bomberman's Mega Bomb. That's how insane that was. Oh, dude, that's cool. Now, do you know what we need to do? We need to do a Niagara effect. We need to do a Niagara effect, but the only problem is that that Niagara effect is going to be attached to... unless... I'm just thinking it'd be cool to have like a little brief Niagara effect on the explosion. But the only problem with that is, when it comes to the, sorry, I've got so much going through my head. I did a 4-hour something stream earlier, and this is already at 2.25 hours. I haven't done anything yet with the. I've got the sound effect for when the player's destroyed. I might have one for the enemies being destroyed, but I was thinking, like, you know when like a supernova explodes, or you know like in movies where oh, you know what, the best thing to describe it is Dragon Ball Z, where you know planets get blown up and they kind of just they get hit by a Kamehameha wave, and then it's like the ball goes into it, and then it just has like a sphere cutting it in half, and then you know, like it's like a circle with like think of Saturn. I think Saturn's the one with the ring around it, but just expanding, you know. So, I'm just trying to think, because if I put the Niagara effect on the bomb, then when the bomb gets destroyed, the Niagara effect would get destroyed as well. So I'm not sure, to be honest, dude. I haven't really played around with Niagara too much. I'm just wondering if it might be best. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Because this instance gets destroyed on contact, so like, God, I don't know where the best place to be to put the effect. I mean, would the Niagara effect persist through death? I'm not sure. What's your thoughts? We know the rough scale. Hold on, I didn't actually watch to see my score when the enemies got killed. Okay, we need to add the score for that. Well, I've only been learning game dev since September, so I'm still learning, dude. I'm still learning quite a lot. Let's try and create some kind of Niagara effect. We want to just have like a flash or something. I'm happy with that. That works fine, the pickup. When a player collides with that, we do that. When the player press shift, does that. Right, we need to add score. Okay, this is the next question. So up here, when the projectile hits the eyeball, I know how to do it. Yep. It needs to be in here. We need to have the on component begin overlap. Yeah, we need to have this. We need to have the component on here because this reference for the eyeball. That is true. That's like my lecturer says. There's lots of different ways of doing things. You know, there are multiple ways of doing things. There are more efficient ways than others, but if things work and do the job, then technically it's not wrong. But if there is a more efficient way, this is, you got to remember, I'm studying game design, so I'm not a programmer. Like, I have to learn visual scripting to be able to prototype my ideas. So things that I make, I would then pass on to a programmer and say, here's the code, it works, make it more efficient, you know? So I do my best. I'm always learning, I'm always looking to make the code better, you know, where it can. Right, let me just quickly add in this, because what I need to do, if I don't want to have to handle this scoring within here, right? Because this eyeball, this is related to one eyeball. This is for all the eyeballs, right? So if in here I say, if it collides with that box, then it should automatically know exactly how much to add to the score. Because the score is already here. It's 250 per eyeball kill, right? So if I just, I need to basically do the, I think it's going to have to be the component overlap. So bear with me 1 second. If I get, other component. It's kind of like that needs to go into there, and then we say collision. Sphere overlap component collision explosion. There we go. Let's see. Let's just see if that works. And then if I just copy that, this is just for testing. Let's see if that works. Oh, hey! Welcome. That's a very strange word. Graphics programming. Me? No, I don't think so, but welcome to the stream. Nif. I don't want to say your word because a long time ago I had a viewer in chat and they were a bit of a dick, and I don't know if I was half asleep at the time, but they basically did a slur in the chat, and me being innocent and just trying to respond to viewers, you get a lot of twats basically. But hello, welcome to the stream. Right, let me just test if that works. Okay, so we're gonna compile. Oh, does not inherit from primitive component. Let's try that. Okay. Nine-tailed fox. Oh, what, as in Ninetales from Pokemon? Right, watch the score. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's like we need to count how many things are hit in that explosion. Is there a way? Is there a way to do that? Is there a way to do that? I mean, if we made the score as a custom event, but then the problem is, like in this code, one projectile hits the eye, it dies. If I just call that code, it's only going to initiate it once. It's not. It needs to know how many enemies are caught in the explosion. Yes, they are single. Oh, I haven't seen Naruto. I watch a lot of anime, like a lot at the moment, but I've not seen that. I'm a Dragon Ball fan. Dragon Ball, Berserk, Castlevania, Blood of Zeus. God, I've watched tons. I've started watching the Dota anime, which is amazing. Yeah, what's the best way to handle the score for the explosion? Because it's like we need it to know how many have been killed. What is the best way to count that? Why were you asking about graphics programming anyway? Are you making a game, or do you mean graphics programming within Unreal, like user interface, or what? Okay. All right. Let's try what you're suggesting here then. Let's do a custom event then. Let's call it add score. And then if I copy that, paste that there. Oh, that's a bit close. Okay. And then if I delete that, yeah, let's just test that works. That should work. Ready? Perfect. Right. The reason I keep getting this error, I think, is because I've not handled the array to destroy the enemy. At the moment, the enemies are handled in an array, and this was the first time I'd ever used arrays, and I did it about a week ago. At the moment, when the projectile hits an eyeball, like, it's handled here. It's not currently being handled within the enemy spawner / manager. So yeah, I think I need to I don't know how to do it, but it's on my list of jobs to do. Are you also working in Unreal, Ninetales? Right, so we're gonna add the score. So in here, let's see if that works. I hope that works. I really hope that works. Moment of truth, guys. Let's make a bit of a gap in the middle. Oh, it didn't work, bro. Is that because... No, I know why. It's because this is happening after the actor's destroyed. So it's not even getting a chance to run that event because the actors are dead. So that would need to precede that. So let's break the links of time. Get rid of that. Put that first. Then that. Then that. Then that. Ugh. Let's see if that works. Here we go. Oh, it worked, bro! It worked! Did you see the score? Bro! Oh, baby. It worked. It knew. It just knew how many died. Oh, let's watch that again in action, guys. Let's watch again. Welcome to the stream, guys. Okay. Right, we're going for the middle. 1,000. 3,500. Boom. Hey, progress, baby. Right, so that is one power-up done. That was awesome. Right, I'm going to make this a comment and say add to the player's score oh wait, hold on. Add 250 to the player's score when this enemy is killed. Destroyed. Killed, strong word. Okay, I'm going to give that gold for points. And because I like my grids all nice and neat, I'm going to put it right there on the line. Okay, so at the moment, up here, when a projectile hits an enemy, we're doing that. This section is handling the movement of the array of enemies. So, and this bit is the custom event for adding the score. I have another power up to program, and that is a multi-shot. Now that is going to be amazing, right? So that one, I'm just going to because this is a group project for university, so I need to make sure it's all labelled so everyone knows what's happening with the code. So I'm going to, this one is disable explosion radius when created. So I'm going to give that a red for disabled, and then we're going to say on this one collision contact. Why have they? I don't understand why I've put destroy actor there, because when that's confusing, because destroy actor's self. So when the collision contact hits an eyeball, we destroy the collision contact, and then we set collision. Oh no, it is working. I'm being a numpty. Sorry, there's nothing wrong with what I've done there. Nothing wrong. Sorry, I've been in the engine a hell of a lot today. Almost like 8 hours in engine. Right, so I'm going to call this when primary collision sphere hits an enemy, destroy component, then enable explosion radius to kill enemies, then destroy bomb. Red for dead. And then this one is going to be destroys any enemies caught in the explosion radius of second collision sphere. Adds to player's score. Add to score. Add, yeah, okay, cool. Give that the red as well. Boom. Why are these not lined up? Who else likes Unreal's blueprints and how nice and tidy you can make the code look? I love it. I love straightening the strings, the spaghetti strands. That's one thing I dislike about Unity. It's not as tidy as Unreal, but they both got their pros and cons. I find Unity a lot easier to interact across different scripts and things, whereas sometimes in Unreal it's a little, I don't know. It's like if Unity and Unreal got together, like, you know, I know they wouldn't, but for visual scripters it would be really cool because they both got really good points and really bad points. I just have to see that one more time in action because that was pretty awesome, guys. I love how it just spins. There's like a rotation on the bomb. I was going to do the Niagara effect, wasn't I? Oh, you know what? The Niagara effect can wait. I want to get my second power-up done because it's half midnight. Right, so program the bomb. Done that. So I've got to do a multi-shot power-up. A multi-shot power-up. Okay. Okay. Right, so at the moment... Hold on, what's this? Oh, that's for the... Hold on. Let me just quickly put a comment box around this. So, enables... thanks for the spam view, second. Appreciate it. Right, enables... if a pickup enables... Hold on. Enables power-up items that are collected. Okay, and then down here, this bit handles the power-ups. So I'm just going to spawns and use it. Let's just give that a keep our wording consistent. Oh, I like purple. Purple for power. P. Love it. Okay, so that is that done. Right, so what I need to do, I don't have... The artists haven't done the multi-shot icon yet. So I'm really happy with that bomb though. Really happy with that. I don't know. I've been streaming for 2 hours 40. I was doing some other work as well though in Engine, so I wasn't just working solid on that. I can't remember what I was doing, but I was doing something. I was adding sound effects to the UI buttons. Right, so we have the bomb pickup and we have the I-bomb pickup. So temporarily, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the bomb pickup. Now the problem if I do that is it's going to copy all this. Actually, that's not a problem. Right, copy that, and we're going to call this multi-shot. Okay, and if I go into that, actually, if I go into the actual bomb one, there is no code in there, so that's actually good. Right, so temporarily I am going to go on the viewport. I am going to keep the bubble and the sphere, but this is what I want to change. I'm going to go into my assets and I'm temporarily going to use the blessed potion, so I'm going to put that on there. attach, and then put those on that, and then get rid of the bomb. And there's the potion. So this will be replaced with the power up icon our artists are going to be making, which I've asked for it to be like, I think it was like 2 arrows overlapping, or 2 magic projectiles overlapping. So it's like 2, so like double shot, multi-shot. So we have the blessed potion temporarily as a placeholder. We've got the collision sphere and the bubble. So what I need to do is I can close that. And then we need to do a Boolean variable. And this is going to be I for item. And I'm going to call it multi-shot. And yeah, Boolean. And the default it is inactive or false. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this bigger. Right, so spawn actor BPI bomb. Right, we're not going to be spawning. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, hold on. Let me think about this. So multi-shot. At the moment, we shoot a single projectile. So, oh my god. Oh my god. Right, let me just look at the code. No. This one wasn't going to... This was... Right, so this is the tricky thing. The bomb power-up I just did, it was a collectible. You collect it, and then you use left shift to activate it, right? So that's what happens when you've... It's like a single-use thing, whereas some of our other power-ups in the game may last for 5 to 10 seconds. So this power-up I'm doing is, if I just make a note here, it's going to basically, I think it's going to last for 10 seconds, but instead of shooting 1 projectile, it will shoot 2. Now I think it would be good if 2 projectiles are kind of shot side by side, so you know, like it spawns them apart. I know how to do this. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. So why have I just put 10 second, right, 10 second duration. So oh my god, right, so left shift. We're not going to be pressing the left shift. So this multi-shot, there we go. Right, okay. I can temporarily move this back up here. I'm going to move this down, and it's on here, on the sequence of the actor overlap. So we're going to go into our blueprints, and it's BP multi-shot. So we're going to drag off of that and go multi-shot. Yeah. And we're going to set multi-shot as true. Do that. And then destroy. But then the moment that's done, we need to have a 10-second timer, guys. You're going to see why. Okay, now in the other event, you see here, basically the Boolean check for the bomb, when the player hits the pickup, we destroy the pickup and we set the I-bomb on. Now, if the player presses left shift, they use the bomb, this happens straight away, and then they can't do it again until they pick up another bomb. Whereas with the multi-shot, we're not pressing a button to spawn something, we're getting a time, a time, sorry, I can't think what, get my words out, a duration, like a 10-second duration. So instead of doing something like when a button is pressed, we're going to have a 10-second timer and then we turn that off. So I'm going to do a delay of 10 seconds and then set that to off. Yeah? And then what we need to do is tidy this one up here. There's a nice little node to tidy this spaghetti. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, didn't plug that in. There we go. Okay, so that is the code for the hitting the multi-shot. So this is the projectile. So what I kind of need to do is just trying to think the best way to do that. So at the moment, it's like you want it to, at the moment, one projectile spawns in front of the player's position. It's like you want to get the player's position, and then from that position, you then want to add. You want to basically have like a spacer in between and have the projectiles equally spaced apart. So, you know, it literally shoots, instead of like one from the normal position and then one next to it, it won't. I just don't think that will look good. I think at the point the player shoots from, it's like you want to. I know what I'm saying. I'm not verbalizing this very well. I'm just looking at the code here. So this is what happens when we spawn a projectile. So it's like you want to have like a. It's almost like you want to have a Boolean here, like is multi-shot active? If true, no. If yes, do that. So I've already got that here actually. Has the projectile fired? No. Spawn it. No, all good, dude. I'm just programming the multi-shot power up. I didn't know you'd gone, to be honest, but welcome back. Right, just give me 1 second. Okay, I know what to do. Right, so what I was just saying, I don't know how long you were gone for, but essentially, what I've got, I've got 4, dude, but mine sleep really well. They're my game testers, they're my little play testers as well. It's really awesome watching them play my games. Seeing how they react with the environments and, you know, thinking and stuff like that. It's really cool. Right. I'm going to place that up there. Now, the normal code for shooting a projectile is here. I don't want the player to be able to spam projectiles. What I want to do, in the event for spawn projectile, I'm going to have a Boolean. And this Boolean is going to be branch. Sorry, it's going to be based on the multi-shot. So if the multi-shot isn't enabled, we will do the standard fire. If multi-shot is enabled, then we do the other route. I won't laugh. I won't laugh. But I can imagine it's quite difficult, I guess, at times. Don't let your partner hear you say that. Right, I'm going to do a branch here. Oh. Okay, so we're going to say is multi-shot, get multi-shot. That's the condition. So, is multi-shot true? No. We do that as standard. Okay, so the bog standard for shooting a projectile is that. Okay. Now, if multi-shot is true, we're going to want to spawn. Oh, I'm happy, dude. Kids are amazing. Hard work at times, but the happiness they bring is worth all the stress. It outweighs the stress. Okay, right, so we're going to say if multi-shot is enabled, we're going to spawn 2 of these, right? Now, at the moment, hold on a second. Spawn, get the capsule component position. 200 south. So it's 200 south. The Y is the axis that runs that way. Okay, I got you. I know what to do. Got it, guys. Right, we're going to make this a tiny bit bigger. We need space for the code, because that spawn box is so huge. It's enormous. It's enormous. Look at the size of that. You can't even shrink it. It's huge. Right, we're going to copy this. Oh my god, there's so much code on this, dude. My eldest is 15, and then I've got a 7, and then I've got twins that are 4. So quite a variety of age gaps. Okay, right. So I know what I need to do. I'm going to just do this code over here twice. This is going to be one big ass box, guys, but you will see why. Okay. So you remember what I was saying? I don't know if you were here when I was explaining it, but the multi-shot is essentially, instead of just having the bog standard projectile in front of the player for multi-shot, I wanted him to kind of shoot 2 projectiles that are kind of equally spaced apart. Now, what I'm going to do is that 200, so the Y, we're basically going to get the Y, and if we just do, I don't know, minus 50, actually I'll do minus 100, oh, not 1,000. So that is the Y, isn't it? The Y. Get rid of that one. And that goes in there. Okay, and then on this one, we will add. We will add 100. Add 100 to the Y. And then we will play one sound effect. We do not need to do two. That will just be too much from the eardrums. So let's go over this side. Okay. You know what? I might see if this will, if I can do that, just to save some space on that. And then if we just do that, it doesn't look pretty, but it's gonna do what we need it to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just trying to find areas on this where we can kind of make the code a tiny bit tidier, but it's so big. It's so big. I need more room. I actually need more room. Oh my god. Let's do that. There we go. That's a tiny bit tidier. Move that back. Right, we're going to move this one down. Is that enough room though? Oh, dude. I don't like the wires overhanging. That's the problem. Let's plug that in there. Okay, so what? Oh my god, it's hanging over, dude. Right. Can we move that in a tad? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Right, so what we're saying here is multi-shot enabled. If it's true, then we allow two projectiles to be spawned. If multi-shot isn't enabled, we shoot a single projectile. Are you ready for the moment of truth, guys? I'm quite excited for this. I don't know about you. That did not take long to do at all. So what we're going to do, one of our programmers is meant to be coding the, and basically I think we're having a 20% chance on enemy kill for a power-up to drop. So I'm programming the power-up effects for 2. So they need to handle these being dropped by the enemies, essentially. So I'm going to put that one there. Okay. I'm excited for this, guys. Are you ready? Let's see if it works. Oh, dude! Dude! The carnage! Oh, that was awesome. Let's finish them off. Oh, dude. Oh, but dude, this is so much fun. Honestly, I can't remember. The last time I played a game was with my sons, like last weekend. It was. I'm so busy making games for university. I just don't have the time. When I'm not doing this, I'm eating, I'm shopping, I'm at university, or I'm working. And the breaks that I do get to eat, I will literally just watch 2 episodes of an anime on Netflix, and then as soon as I'm done, I'll jump back in engine. So I'm not even joking. The fun that you get from creating the code, working with what you've got, and then seeing it come to life is so rewarding, dude. Like you're like a creator, you know. You're like you've got these ideas, and then you're trying to figure out how to get the code to, you know, do what you need it to do. And then sometimes you have complications, things don't work, then you bug fixing, and then it finally works. Like it's so rewarding, dude. But literally, I just did this first go, and it did exactly what I needed it to do. Let's look at the carnage. It's insane. Oh. Okay, I've noticed one problem. Alright, I've noticed one problem already with that. Did you notice that I was essentially able to spam like 3 or 4 of those? Now, I will show you the code for the projectile. So at the moment, I have a Boolean check for has a projectile fired. Yeah? So that stops the player. Similar to the first Space Invaders game. In the first Space Invaders game, you could only fire one projectile. You weren't able to fire another projectile until the first projectile had either hit an enemy or gone off of the screen. That's what that Boolean right there does. But in this instance, because we're shooting multiple, it doesn't really know that there's all the other projectiles still in play. So it's almost like we need to I know what I need to do. Just bear with me. Let's have a look at the code. Actually, let me just play test that again. Oh, that let me shoot loads. Okay. Right, so we need to have something to say has projectile fired. Hold on. I think if I go into pardon mate, sorry, I've got a bit of gas. I don't know what I've eaten. Oh, I had a lot of chicken nuggets for dinner. I had about 25 chicken nuggets. I put them in the oven. I put a few in the tray. I was like, oh, that's not a lot. And then I just chucked in a load more, and it still didn't look like a lot. Put it in the oven. Then I put it on my plate, and I was like, oh my god, this is a lot. Okay. So once a projectile hits the boundary of an enemy, it destroys itself and updates the Boolean, allowing the player to cast the next projectile. That's where the problem with the projectile code is. It's not checking. That's the problem. So when if there's multiple projectiles, it's automatically turning that off. Yeah. Chicken is full of protein, and protein makes you fart. So you always hear about people that are on these bloody bodybuilder types at the gyms and stuff, all the protein shakes and the farts. Chicken and meat is full of protein, so it's not like I've eaten cabbage or Brussels sprouts, but yeah, it's all good. I hope you're enjoying the stream, guys. Okay. Right, so it's almost as if this code here with the projectile, it works perfect for a single projectile. But the moment we add in multiple projectiles, this kind of becomes redundant because there's so many projectiles on the screen. and because the boolean's triggering that. So it's almost like we need we almost need like a counter, like an integer, that counts how many projectiles are on screen during multi-shot. Because that's a time, it's only a 10-second thing. So I'm just trying to think. Well, I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I don't drink sugary drinks. I just drink the like sugar-free stuff. I've gotten used to it. Yeah, it's the dice that life rolled me. Had it 6 or 7 years, but it's all good. I'm still here, still standing. I haven't lost my feet yet, so it's all good. Alright. Sorry if this is boring at the second. I'm just figuring out the best way to do this. We spawn that, we destroy an actor, we destroy the projectile. Right, so if we had a boolean, a branch to say is multi-shot active, that would be a good check. I want to try and figure this out in my head. I feel like I'm close. Just bear with me, dude. Like I say, for single projectile firing, it's fine. It's like we need to call the like I say, we need to call an if statement is multi-shot active. If it is, let's just add that on, just so I can start visualizing the code. Right, so let's put that there. Do a branch. Right. Is multi-shot... Right, hold on. Right, so we're saying destroy the projectile and then set the projectile fired off so that we're allowed to fire again. But we're adding the branch before that because we have the multi-shot power up. So what we're going to do is, if the multi-shot is active, I'm tired. I'm tired. It's like you need to check how many instances might be in existence. You know? I'm not even sure if you can do that. Like, there must be a way you can check, like, count instances of projectile in play. Like, how many instances are there? If it's greater than, if it's 0, then set projectile fired. What's your suggestion, dude? Let's hear your suggestion. Out with it. I know what we could do. We could add an integer. We can add an integer to say, hold on. If multi-shot is true, do that, and then have a boolean. I don't really want to do an array. Let's try to get actors of class, dude. Parent class. Well, so if I just do actor. Yeah, the projectile. But then we need to count like how many projectiles, like if projectile is 0. Well, I need to do like a check. I need to basically say how many projectiles are in existence. And then if the projectiles are 0, so there's no projectiles, then we will set the projectile fire to off. So is there a way I can drag off of this node and do a check or a count of how many projectiles are in play? It's like you just need like a simple maths check to I don't know, count them. I haven't actually done this before. Length. Okay. If length equals 0, set that... No, that's not right. That's not right, is it? Oh, it's... Has projectile fired. There we go. If I plug that in there, is that going to set that to true? Because we want to basically set that to... Like you can see here, default value. Because like, if I tick that set... If true... Oh, sorry. I'm being a right numpty. If that's 0... If that's 0... Right, hold on. Let's read the code. Right. Is multi-shot active? Yes, it's active. Get all of the projectiles. If there are 0, then we enable another shot. I guess trial and error, guys. Oh my god, it works! Look, I'm spamming spacebar at the minute. Dude! Let's finish them off. The reason the frame rate's getting choppy is because I've not sorted out the execution of the enemies. It works though. That is fantastic. Thank you for that. I've not actually done that before, but that's really good to know. So essentially, I didn't have to create an array. I just got all of the actors and then just got the length. See how many are there. And if it's 0, so if there's no projectiles, then we allow them to basically shoot again. I've got to do that again. This is what I mean. It's so fun just doing these things and getting it working. Like you do a mechanic and then you spot a bug and then you fix it and it makes it even better because, well, it's game breaking in a way, isn't it? And you don't want that. Dude, it's so good. Dude. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hold on, where's the rest of the code? Was that it for the projectile? Was there nothing else? I'm sure there was more there. Oh, maybe it's... Sorry. It's because this is to do with the destroying the projectile. The majority of the code is in the player. I panicked, guys. Okay. That is such a cool power-up, though. I've got to do it again. I've just got to test it again, dude. Dude, that's so freaking awesome. I am so happy with that. Let's read a comment. Yeah, I mean, you got to bear in mind my level of. I'm in the first year of university learning game design, so I'm in my second trimester at the moment, first year, and I am sure over the next 2 years, 3 years, I'm going to learn even more efficient ways. You know, I mean, we have programmers for this project. I'm designed, but I can do the visual scripting, so I've actually done quite a lot, like all the UI, like quite a bit of code as you've seen, like all this. So yeah, maybe the programmers might be able to, I don't know a more efficient way. I'm really not sure, dude, but I'm enjoying it, and for a first year project, I mean, I'm happy with it, dude. I'm making games and I'm learning all the time. I'm learning from people like yourself, everyone that tunes into the streams and gives me is very kind enough to share their knowledge and wisdom and give input and their thoughts on things and more efficient ways. So it's all we're learning. There's tons to learn. Yeah, I agree with you on that comment. Yeah, I do. Thank you, dude. Well, I'm very determined to say the least. So I'm putting in a hell of a lot of hours. Right. I've just got to do that again. I've just got to see it again. I love it. Oh, I'll show you. I don't know Pixel. I don't know if you've seen the whole game. Like, I'll do it from the start because I think I can tick those two off of my list. I'm pretty sure I can tick those two projectiles off of my list. I've programmed the bomb. I've programmed the multi-shot. So it's kind of like I'm pretty certain that this is like good to be ticked off of my jobs. Like I've done it. I've programmed them. Let me show you. I'll show you from the top, from the narrative. The narrative is what will happen when you first play the game. This is original artwork. You'll be able to tell the difference. I can't draw. This is my art here. And then you can see my art, and this is one of the other members' art. Much better. Mine's the shitty art that you can see. And then boom, main menu. No, no, one of the members is into anime. You can definitely see that is. You can definitely tell from the art style that there is an anime influence. But I can't draw. You could see my artwork. Mine was the shitty artwork. I can't draw. So this is all grey boxed UI, just so it's functional. It does. You can adjust the sliders. I've got a save file for user settings. This is all going to be replaced. I'm going to be designing the pixel art user interface for all of this. So this is just temporary. And then yeah, you go into new game. And then we've also got the pause menu here. And that's where we're at. So that's where I'm at, guys. So I think I'm going to call the stream there, because that's been another 3.5 hours of game dev. In total, I think I've done 7.5 to 8 hours today, around about that. I've done what I set out to achieve. I've done my 2 power-ups. I've fleshed out some of the level. This is going to be a graveyard. I'm just waiting on the artists to do the tombstones. Then I'll be able to put in some mounds, like some plots. We've got a mausoleum. And a couple more tree types, because at the moment this is one tree model. So this will have different variations. And then, yeah, it's all coming along nicely. Like, I'm really happy with the progress so far. I just need to, I think in the next stream, I'm going to try and sort out the array to handle the destruction of the enemies, because at the moment an array holds all the enemies, it creates them, it holds them. So I've not done that before. It was the first time using an array the other day, like about a week ago, I think. So I need to look into how to handle the destruction from within the array. So if anyone watching knows how to do that, and you see me streaming and the title of the stream is like arrays, help me. Like, do tune in, and I'd love any advice on that. But I'm too tired to do it tonight. Like, it's nearly 1:30 in the morning. But this has been an amazing day. So much progress has been done. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream, and I want to thank you all for joining me. It's been great having some company. Keeps me going. If you haven't already followed, feel free to do so. I'm doing a lot of game dev streams over, well, the next couple of months. I've got deadlines for 3 games at the end of April. So the pressure is on. I'm making this group project. There's also my 2D platformer, so this group project has been made in the Unreal Engine. My 2D platformer has been made in Unity, and then my idle clicker is also been made in Unity. I've not started on that one yet, but I need to make a start on that one. I need to do the planning of the UI and things. I've just got, it's just a hell of a lot on the plate at the minute. First trimester was 2 games. Second trimester I'm making 3, and I've had a load of self-employed work come in as well, so it's a bit mad to say the least. But yeah, anyway, if you haven't already, feel free to give us a follow to stay up to date. And don't forget, if you go to my YouTube channel below, I post all of the game dev streams there. So if anyone wants to watch any streams back, if there's something I cover that you were interested in, they're all posted up there for archiving. So yeah, thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next live stream. I'll be back tomorrow to do some more game dev. See you then, guys. Take care.